Hello. We are back. We are editing a little part of Carli Anna's brand session. I am so stoked because we shot a billion different lighting situations during this session. So I'm going to walk you through some of them here. Here we were working with artificial light in a bathroom, believe it or not. So we're going to edit with the creamy presets for this one. So this one should be fairly straightforward. We're just going to apply the creamy preset, get our white balance ready to go. Might bring down the highlights a little since we were working with on-camera flash, so it's kind of bright. Make sure, since this was such a colorful session, that we have as much of the color as possible. So I'm just going to even out all of those colors. Maybe bring in the oranges just a hair. So we've taken it from that to there. Moving on. We are coming into this cute little section on the green backdrop. So let's go ahead and apply creamy again here. Raise the exposure. And then let's decrease the temperature because it is looking hella warm. I usually shoot in Kelvin around 6100, so it does always end up looking a little bit warm and having to be fixed. So let's even those out. And then I am going to come down, raise the yellow saturation all the way and the green because, hello, I want as much of that color in there as possible. Then we're going to come into the luminance and maybe raise the green a little or lower the green a little, raise the yellows. Okay, let's get that white balance evened out a little bit more there. We'll raise the exposure a titch, and then I'm actually gonna come back down and let's lower that just a hair. Okay, so we've taken it from this to this, and obviously we're gonna take that into Photoshop later and just fix all these sides, all that good stuff. But that way we've got ourselves covered with color. Okay, here we've got some harsh light going. So let's see if we like creamy harsh light or split light for this. We're going to see. I don't like using creamy split light unless I have to. So let's stick with creamy harsh light here. Saturation. Let's bring up the yellows, the blues. Okay, so let's maybe bring up the orange luminance a little bit so we can bring her face back into it, and then bring down the blue so we get a little bit more blue in here. And I feel like we need just a titch more yellow maybe because the grass looks a little desaturated. There we go. So we've taken it from here to here. And honestly, I feel pretty good about that one. We're going to leave that one there. So harsh light did the trick on that one. Okay, here we are editing a very split light photo. We were shooting here at 1 p.m., so the light is kind of nuts all over. So this is the perfect example of using the split light preset. So let's go ahead and pop that on there, raise our exposure till we get it where we want to go. Okay, we are going to start by lowering this temperature because obviously it's looking real warm up in here. We're going to take it to, let's see, about there. Let's start with that, and then we're going to come down, and I'm going to drain these oranges a little bit because it's looking really orange. Raise the yellows a hair, as well as I'm going to completely bring in the blue and aquas because I love blue and aqua. So actually, let's take them down to like -10. And then we're going to come up here, and I'm going to bring down the blacks just a hair and then raise the exposure. Let's even lower that just a stop, come down, and then actually take the orange luminance, raise that since she was in the shadows. So that way we can kind of bring her skin tone up a little. So we've taken it from this to this using the split light preset. I even might lower this. Let's see how this is looking. Right there looks about good. And I'm going to just make it a little bit brighter with the whites there. Okay, so we took it from here to here using the split light preset. If I hover over the split light preset, that's what it looks like naturally. Just a little, oh no, that's crisp and clean. That's creamy. So we just kind of brought the yellows back a little and then desaturated the orange. So we're good on that one. Let's move on to the next. We love a bit of tungsten lighting. So let's go ahead and grab the creamy preset. I already know I'm going to bring those yellows up quite a bit to bring that dress back in. So I'll just raise those while I'm down there. Let's raise the exposure. And this is where lighting just gets insane. So why don't we grab this dropper? Let's pick a neutral. Usually it's not spot on, but it at least can somewhat get us there. And here I'm going to bring, let's bring highlights down. And then I'm actually going to bring blacks up a bit here. And then what we're going to do is come down here, bring in literally every other color. Make sure we get that evened out. And then let's maybe bring down the luminance on some of this just so we bring some detail back in here. Let's straighten her out. I'm going to zoom in just so we can see how skin tones are looking here. Gorgeous. I'm going to bring the yellow luminance up though, because I just feel like the dress looks a little too low luminance wise. And then we want to make sure all of that's looking even. Maybe bring the reds up all the way. And in this situation, to be honest, I think I'm just going to raise the overall vibrance of the photo because her skin still isn't looking too orange there, but really to make those colors pop. And then let's take this guy. And maybe just dehaze it a little. Perfect. So now we've taken it from this to this. And actually, we're just going to bring down the blacks a hair. Perfect. All right, we're going to finish it out with this harsh light photo. We're going to come into creamy harsh light. Apply that sucker. Let's raise the exposure here. Already looking honestly almost good to go. Let's raise the lower the temperature just a hair. I'm going to come back down in here, raise the saturation on the green and the yellows all the way. Honestly, even the blues, because I want this as colorful as possible. Let's go ahead and put that at 5. There we go. And there we have it. We've edited a little section of Carli Anna's branding session using the True to Color presets. So if you want these presets for yourself, you can go ahead and find the link in the description below. Hope you guys enjoyed editing with me today.